Welcome back to Booze Briefs. I'm Matt.
I'm Derek.
Today, got a nice wine to talk about.
We got something a little different in two ways. We've done some brown liquor, but now we're going to do some white wine. And this one is different than a lot of white wines. This one is from Germany. It is a Pinot Noir.
Oh, my home country.
It's a Blanc de Noir, and it's from the Anheuser region of Germany.
And yes, we looked that up to make sure we got it right.
Yeah, so I think that's right. If anybody is in Germany and watching this video, please feel free to let us know how the region's pronounced. But it's in southwestern Germany. It's on the Nahe River. It's in the Rhine district. I'm sure you know exactly.
Yeah.
You know the lay of the land.
Yes.
You take a left in Munich.
It's actually, it's a left at the fork, but yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Close.
So you may know the term Blanc de Noir if you have had some sparkling wine, some champagne. It's pretty common there, but this is kind of like a rosé in that it uses red grapes, in this case Pinot Noir, but they have almost no skin contact, so all the juice that's coming out is white. So it looks like a Chardonnay, a Sauvignon Blanc, so on and so forth.
As you can clearly see.
Yeah, and the bottle is clear. Fun fact too, Germany is at least it was a few years ago when I was selling wine, the world's third largest producer of Pinot Noir, behind France and the US.
Interesting.
Yeah, but Germans love Pinot Noir, so they drink it all, and we barely get them. So if you like Burgundy and you don't want to pay Burgundy prices, find some German Pinot Noir. It's a similar style, and it's just a lot less money. I'm not saying it's as good, but it's a better value in my opinion.
Perfect.
So,
Well, if you'd like to start pouring into our extremely tall wine glasses.
yeah, let me grab a stepladder real quick, and we'll have a little bit of this wine here. So this is one that, and if you've watched some of our whiskey or bourbon reviews, we don't talk too much about food pairings because I don't pair whiskeys and bourbons with food. I know some guys love to have a big steak and a glass of bourbon, and more power to you, but I usually save my brown liquor for after dinner. And
yeah, it's like dessert.
And wine is what I have when I'm cooking and eating. And this one's fun because it's 11% alcohol. So it's a great wine to start with. And it's amazing how the difference between 11% and like 13 to 14% makes a big difference, even if you're sharing a bottle with some friends.
Yeah. It's got a good nose on it. Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I have not had this one before.
And I know a lot of people think German wines are going to be sweet because a lot of people's introduction to German white wine is inexpensive Riesling. I absolutely love dry Riesling.
Yeah, so I can't do the sweet.
No.
Sweet wines, Beaujolais, things like that, I can't do it. That doesn't make sense to me. If I want a fruity drink, I'll have a pina colada.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that publicly, although I just did.
Yeah. Well, way to go, Matt.
Yeah, all right.
You've already ruined this. So I've had several bottles of this before. Matt, I think that's the first time you've had it.
Yes.
What do you think?
I like it. It's easy drinking. So if I had a friend come to me and say, I'm not a wine drinker and I'm looking for a good wine for myself or my wife or significant other, I would suggest that.
Yeah.
Because it's not crazy. It's not one of those ones where you're like, oh, I get the leaves of an apricot tree and whatever. No,
not the bark, the leaves themselves.
Yes, and the stems. So, but no, it's very approachable. It's very easy. The alcohol content or the ABV, perfect at 11. I mean, because good summer day.
Oh yeah.
You got a shrimp cocktail.
Man,
I hate shrimp cocktail, but I would eat shrimp cocktail with this. Cold shrimp are just weird. I don't know. Maybe it's.
See, I don't like hot shrimp.
Oh well, then we're at an impasse. Then. We'd love to hear what you think.
Tell
Cold shrimp, hot shrimp. What do you think?
Tell you what, Matt. Let's just both eat room temperature shrimp.
No, I'm pretty good actually.
Let's just get the shrimp out of the fridge. Just sit them on the counter for a few hours unattended.
Leave the house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Full day's work. Come back. Eat the shrimp.
Yes, and then that'll be the last day that we live. No, I like it. I would suggest this. I would say go get yourself a bottle. If you don't like that, dry Riesling, still German. Right? That's where, it's a good entry point. A lot of people can't go to a Sauvignon Blanc or they can't go to a Chardonnay because there's so many variances in a Chardonnay. Unless you know exactly what you're buying or someone says this is what you're going to like, and if you don't know what you like,
Yeah.
I think this is something that is a good entry white wine.
Yeah. There's like a, what's the word I'm looking for? Like not a saltiness, but a little bit of that finish on it that I can see that with seafood. Like you mentioned shrimp cocktail. I've had this with shrimp cocktail. It works really well.
Was it cold?
Yeah. It's not shrimp cocktail if it's not cold, you psycho.
It's true.
Yeah. But there's like almost a melony, like cantaloupe honeydew sort of thing where I wonder, would this be good with like a prosciutto and melon as a starter?
See, now I can get behind that.
Because I think this is really, especially if you're having some people over and you're having a dinner party, this is the wine to start with. I think a lot of dinners, think of the food you'd have with white wines. I think in large part because of the ABV on this, a good dish might overpower this.
Correct.
Even if it's a lighter thing like a fish, baked some, I don't know, whitefish even, could overpower this.
Cod.
Yeah, cod. Yeah, if you're having fish sticks, even those would overpower this. I don't think it would go too well with tartar sauce.
Well, it also doesn't, it's not lingering.
Right.
Once it's down,
yeah,
you've pretty much completed the flavor of that. It's something where it flows through the palate really quickly. Some people really like that. Some people really hate that. I don't think with this wine you would really want that.
No, whereas we talk on whiskeys and bourbons, we often want that longer finish to those. There's a lot to be said sometimes for a wine that finishes clean.
Yes, that's an extremely clean finish.
Yeah.
I like it.
So this, picked it up at a local bottle shop. I want to say it was like $12.99.
That's a steal.
Yeah.
That is a steal.
So I like this bottle. I think it's a really good bang for your buck. Again, we like to judge things in their weight class. So Matt, if you're paying $12-ish for a bottle of white wine, what would you give this?
I'd give that a solid 90 or 91.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's, for the money, it's killer.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something that if I was just going to have in my wine fridge 6 whites downstairs that at any one Tuesday evening, I need something, hard day at work and you want a glass of white wine. I don't know where you work, but if I have a hard day at work, I want a glass of bourbon.
This is at least the second time you've already brought up hard days at work. Do we need to have a talk? Are you okay?
Let's talk after this glass of wine.
Okay.
But no, I would give it a 90 or 91. I think it's something, it could be an everyday for someone. And it could also be something where you could bring it to a dinner party and not tell somebody it's $12.99. And they're going to go, wow, that's good. I like it.
Yep. I'm probably a point behind you, maybe that 89 to 90. I like the versatility of it. I think it's good if you are somebody who appreciates wine. It's kind of a wine geeky wine in that it's a white Pinot Noir. Mm-hmm. But so if you want to get into that aspect of it, it's interesting for that reason. But like Matt said, if you want to bring it to a dinner party, if you're having people over, it's a crowd-pleasing wine. It has enough fruit to it to make the people who, maybe don't know what kind of wine they like, or they're used to drinking sweeter wines, but you want to share a glass of that with them, and you don't like sweet wines. This is kind of that happy medium for everybody. So I think it's a really good deal. I like this wine. I'm glad to hear that you liked it.
I do like it. I enjoyed that. I think everybody might enjoy that.
Cool. So yeah, if you see this at a wine shop near you, it's got a lot of German words on there. One of them is Paul Anheuser. I hope this isn't the Anheuser-Busch family. Maybe not. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this. Hope you enjoyed our review. If you did like this, hit the subscribe button below this video. Get the notifications if you want. Find us on social media, Instagram, Twitter,
Facebook.
That's the other one I was thinking of. All of those are at Booze Briefs, BOOZE Briefs. And we have our own webpage on the internets, boozebriefs.com.
Internets. Have a good time. See you next time. Enjoy a good drink. And we'll be back soon.
All right. Bye, everybody.